right along, Miss Eve Soboleva. And she's going to be discussing the role of monadic awareness in developing transformational relationships. Hi, Eve.
Hi, Lee.
How
Hello,
are you?
everyone. Thank you so much, Lee, for organizing all that. I'm very happy to see everyone and you especially, because I can't even see everyone else who is on this meeting, but I see you watching us. So, hello. I hope you're all sitting at the safe places and you're all good and all safe. So I maybe a couple of weeks ago, I asked Lee to change our topic from monadic awareness, which we can still talk about it, to CosmoEnergy, but you didn't. That's totally fine. So what I would like to talk about, what is now more currently present, because, well, I am dividing now the time as before quarantine and quarantine, like we have a time before Christ's birth and after. So now currently the focus have a little bit shifted. So and what I'm currently doing and would like to give perspective on is that I run a CosmoEnergy circles, and CosmoEnergy is a part of my interests, because before quarantine started and this coronavirus thing popped up, we were doing many different other esoteric things, because I'm a big fan of Russian esoteric societies and theosophical societies and such people as Rorik and Blavatsky and Gurdjieff and Uspensky. You probably heard about these people in this world. They brought a lot of interesting knowledge and perspective on how our world can sustain and be. So therefore, I always feel that it is impossible to convey the characteristic of the personality and what the personality does. So if I will say that I'm a healer, you will be judging on, oh, she's a healer, based on your perspective of how you perceive the healers, based on how many healers and what kinds of healers did you meet in your life. But if I add that I am also a coach, a tantric, and a psychic with a background of transpersonal psychology, esoterics, CosmoEnergy, Kashmiri Shaivism, Patanjali Sutras, yoga, sexual alchemy, TV journalism, or entrepreneurship, that will be kind of a soup, right? So it will be a soup with everyone's own spice, and it will be the perception of who I am and what I really do will be really different from what my personality really is. So in order to avoid this, I would like to talk about what is my essence. So since the moment that I remember myself, they say even from the moment of my birth, I was creating and getting into very different kinds of experiences that are expanding the consciousness at the same time. I died a couple of times, not intentionally though, but those also experiences that expands consciousness. So my essence is trying to naturally always excited to create the experiences, positive experience, create this joy, the body of joy, and then to deliver it and to share it with as many people as possible. So this is what really makes my essence, and I think this is more who I am. So, and of course I can talk about my monad and other people's monad, and what this star system and what that I incarnated from and how many times, and what are the other aspects of my soul and other souls are in what systems and what densities. but I would like to maybe talk about essentials. So everyone can join the class or lesson and experiences that I pass and share. So at this moment, I want to talk about what am I doing at this time of the quarantine. So what I'm sharing is more body, mind, consciousness, emotions experience. And what I'm saying, body, it's not just an approach of a physical body where we can take care of it by drinking Kangen water, by having organic food, by doing yoga, by doing breathing exercises, and just being healthy, right? So it's about more holistic approach to physical body, taking care of it in a different way. And my favorite one is CosmoEnergy approach, that is taking care of the body of a healer and a healee on a cellular, a DNA level. And the basis of it is a torsion. The basic principle is a torsion field, which is allowing to bring any resonance from any part of the universe and bring it to your own field. And torsion field, one of the principles of the torsion field, it doesn't know any limits in speed, so it happens instantaneously. So you just need to tune into the right frequency and to know the password, and then you can bring any quality of the entire universe to your physical body and improve your health. And so this CosmoEnergy method that I'm talking about, I've been introduced to this method 5 years ago, and I got in love with it, and it supplemented a lot my spiritual practice and my healing practice. So it was founded in the 100 years ago, actually, when it was the group of scientists was gathered together in the Brain Institute in St. Petersburg, and it was a secret laboratory that was developing and collecting and developing the knowledge from the library of universal library, if you wish, of the knowledge and sacred, and the knowledge of sacred knowledge of different ancient civilizations. So after the revolution of 1918, the revolution in Russia, this laboratory was created in the Brain Institute, and it was they were collecting the most effective spiritual and healing practices from all over the world. There was many expeditions organized to Crimea, and this is actually where I was born, and Afghanistan and Mexico and Guatemala and Tibet and India and many different other countries. And after the revolution, this all sacred knowledge, so this group that was organized in the Brain Institute, was the employees of this group were liquidated. And this knowledge then went to KGB archives, and they were keep developing and working on the system for another almost 70 years until the fall down of USSR. And only after that, that system got the knowledge of the system got leaked through just normal people after the secrecy was unleashed from this knowledge. So this is very deep, sacred, shamanic, and healing knowledge that was brought to the world by from ancient civilizations to nowadays. This is what priests and priestesses and wisdom keepers of the traditions of many ancient cultures and civilizations secretly continued to carry and pass from generation to generation. So now we have this system, and this of course is not only about physical health, it's also about spiritual development, because as you turn into the resonant frequencies of the universe that contains so much more that we can even perceive, you become superhuman, metahuman. So I run CosmoEnergy circles every Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific time on Zoom. You can see how to get on the Zoom calls on my Facebook feed. There is an event posted. And so you can experience the transmission of the cosmic energy. So you can still raise the vibration of your body and feel the difference. Why I started to do it during the quarantine is because it raises your frequency that much that you become not susceptible to the virus. Because all viruses are vibrating on a frequency 0.2 hertz. And as you know, the normal Schumann resonance is now 15 to 25 hertz. And the frequencies that cosmic energy channels raising you to is between 120 to 250. And there are some more higher frequencies, but it's a level of progressor and magisters. Well, yeah, so please come. This is a complimentary donation-based initiative, and just for you to experience and be more sure that you're not susceptible to the virus, or if you're already in that place, then it makes you feel better much sooner. I do it every week, 4 p.m. Pacific time. And also the second point of my work is intimacy intelligence events and practices. And this is another approach to wholeness and non-duality, and through awareness, we are doing it from awareness of oneself being a manifestation of God, an expression of the divine creator, right? So, and Lee, you were probably, yeah, you were on some of my events. So, so approach is the recognition of emotional states and programs and limiting beliefs, and using some somatic, shamanic, deep emotional releases. We taking the stuck emotions out of the body. And this is a beautiful work because when I put together on the physical events, and also individual sessions or couples, when we put together the group of people and we hold this space for a group of people who are willing to work out their stuck emotions that are stuck in the body, or suppressed emotions, and whatever the beliefs they have, we are going through the process of heart opening and mind opening. And oh my God, this process sometimes can be really dramatic. And for many people, it doesn't feel good in the beginning. But when you're going through the process, when you're unleashing your, and taking away all this cloth of darkness and intransparency, then you become really ecstatic. And I love watching how people are really working on these topics, and how they are willing to change their lives, and after that how they emerge as a new person, as a new, showing their own essence, the true essence, how they become light and love and radiance and everything they really are. So this type of work is also excites me a lot because it brings the understanding on who you really are, and all this radiance emerges and true power and true essence, and every participants, they are just falling in love with themselves and with each other. And because during the sessions they get in also in touch with their vulnerability and with their openness, and getting in touch with the emotions and being able to express the emotions in a very safe environment, right? So, and this blissful loving and divine feminine and divine masculine and personality, which is emotionally also mature, that what is emerges from these sessions and events. So, and this is why the reason why I do this work is that I truly believe that every person internally very ecstatic, and this is the way to understand and feel your ecstaticness in this lifetime. And I personally love to dance, and this is what we also do at the end of the events. We dance ecstatically, and no orgies, just like everything is very decent. But it's the different type of perception and different emotions of different understanding of how the life can unfold. And there is no prejudice, there is no nothing will substitute you being you, right? You cannot be somebody else, you can only be yourself. And this is why you have been born through this into this life, into this body. You were incarnated into this space and environment just to be yourself. And this is one of the loveliest abilities and possibilities, and to reveal who you are through this deep somatic work, taking out the layers of darkness or whatever your limiting beliefs or the shadow is. So and I'm planning to go back to this activity as well after quarantine, and to continue running the groups and private sessions. And it's again complementary, going together with the CosmoEnergy, as I'm also working on a course that will be a very informative course for those people who already been around spiritual development and healing. Probably there is a very interesting modality that would supplement your spiritual menu, especially if you feel a calling to be a healer and to serve this world through healing, to serve people and to serve the earth, and to figure out what are those extraordinary and extra perceptionary abilities you might have. As I personally developed my extraordinary abilities, such as clairvoyance, clairaudio, because of CosmoEnergy. But it's just there are several different levels, but I will be offering the course for beginners in CosmoEnergy, and you might have a certification in Reiki and many different other ways. It just will be another very instrumental tool for every person, not just for healers.
Thank you so much for sharing all that. We have just a couple minutes left, so I want to get one question in about the CosmoEnergy. So you mentioned that essentially it'll take us from the 15 to 20 hertz from the Schumann resonance.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, 110, 120?
Yes. So
Okay.
CosmoEnergy has several different blocks of frequencies. And the frequencies that are the beginning that I am sharing with the participants, and what you will be able to use when you are the operator of CosmoEnergy, they are raising your initial frequency dramatically from 120 and beyond.
So does that, once activated, does it remain there, or does it fall unless you continue to practice or continue to activate?
You have an activation once, then you continue to practice. This is how you make your cells and make your entire system used to 5D, right? So not necessarily 5D, could be 4.8.
So you have to set that intent, just like meditation or any other.
Yes, but the good thing is,
you've got to set.
correct. But the good thing is, once you initiate it, once you got attuned to CosmoEnergy channels, then if you don't even practice it for years, not even once, your attunement is staying with you. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, just a couple minutes. So any words of wisdom, anything you'd like to offer everybody at this time Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What I would really like to share is probably that it is so important not to realize that there is nobody like you in this world, and not trying to be like somebody else. So there is a need from so many people who I work with. There is a need to release the authority of everything around and everyone around who we used to rely on, starting from, I'm sorry, parents and friends and society and templates of who you want to be like, and just think and feel who I really am without hiding it, without trying to have something like somebody else has, because we are every single person, every personality has a different essence, right? So the most exciting for your soul when it was having a plan to incarnate in this body was to manifest her own abilities, not somebody else, and not to be as somebody else, but to go through your own with your own pace, on your own to your own place, to your own direction. And if you don't do this, you have still some baggage from this lifetime that you're gonna to continue in the next one. So you're kind of keeping a little bit of karma, not being yourself. Think about it. It's very important to understand and complete the plan of the soul. And it only depends on you and nobody else.
I love that. And I love how you introduced yourself, the essence of who you are. I'm going to borrow that one if that's okay. it was
Yes,
so beautiful.
It's not mine. It's all, we're all one.
All ours. Okay, beautiful.
Right.
Thank you so much. How do we get in touch? I know you mentioned it a little bit, but how do people contact you, connect with you, join your CosmoEnergy course?
Yes. You can join my CosmoEnergy circles on every Sunday. This upcoming month, it will be every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, Los Angeles, on Zoom. For that, you would need to go to my Facebook feed and find the event link. And also you can go to YouTube channel Eve Soboleva and find playlist CosmoEnergy. If you want to look and take a look on what I'm talking about on the sessions, there is an informational component, Q&A, and transmissions themselves. So there is also website evesoboleva.com. Yeah, this is three things: YouTube, Facebook, Zoom transmissions on Sundays, and and evesoboleva.com.
Yay, thank you so much. I'm so happy you're able to join. It's always an honor to listen to you teach and to see you and be with you in spirit, be with that, your energy.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much for making it happen. I'm very happy to be here. Looking forward to see you again.
Absolutely. Once the quarantine's up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eve.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody who joined as well. Namaste.
Namaste.